I'm Steve Winslow. I'm the manager of the Mount Morris Dam and Recreation Area for the Buffalo District Army Corps of Engineers. And here we are in early March, looking at conditions up and downstream of the dam, and we're about to send folks down inside of the dam to collect very important data that tells us a little bit more about how the dam is performing under different conditions. Today you'll see a park ranger and a maintenance worker working closely together to collect data that's going to tell us a lot more about how the dam is doing.
Hi, I'm Amanda. I'm a park ranger here at the Mount Morris Dam and Recreation Area, and today we're doing the monthly equipment reads. So we're checking about 75 different points throughout the various levels of the dam for things such as movement. Now, a little bit of movement is normal, but we're checking to make sure that we are not seeing major movement. And it is typical during this time of year when we have weather change to see a little bit of movement on the monolith joints, which are the structures that make up the dam. On these monolith joints, I'm going to be checking 3 different ways for movement, and we're going to be looking at movement in 1/100th of an inch, so very small movement on these joints, and also cold seams that we have throughout the dam. So here is a cold seam, and this is one of the things that we would be checking throughout the dam to make sure that there is not a significant amount of movement in these seams. So I'm going to be using this caliper here to measure the difference in the cold seam that we have running along this level of the dam. So the last thing we're going to check here in the dam is the uplift pressure. And here we have some piezometers, and I'm going to use this pressure gauge to check any pressure. If there is no pressure in these piezometers, we're going to use this tape gauge here and see the water level within them. And what this does is measure any uplift pressure facing the bottom of the dam. So this is an electronic tape gauge, and so what we'll do is we'll drop this down the piezometers here, and it'll alert us when we reach water. And once that happens, we'll measure how far down that water is. So the final step of our monthly data collection is to enter it into a computer and send that data off to our district engineers for review.
Dam safety is a big part of our program, and everyone who works at the dam is involved in it in one way or another. It's an investment that was made a long time ago, and it's an investment we continue to make so that future generations are protected from catastrophic flooding.